So, love worship leading and, honored to be part of the team, but I'm one of like 400 people on the stage. And, it was one of those things forever. I had just like, no guitar. I'm just singing with a mic. But I had asked James Mark, I was like, look, I would love to like be able to play a guitar. It doesn't even have to be plugged in, but let me just like act like I'm playing it that's just like what I'm used to instead of just like mic and what do you do with your hands, whatever. So we called it the placebo guitar. So it's literally plugged in, and at first it's just plugged in, and the cable just went under one of the little curtains, like, so I'm playing and stuff, and but over the years, a lot of people in worship leading, like, the more years you're doing it, it's like, hey, we're gonna promote you, and we want you to lead this, and then, for me, I kind of found the older I was getting, it's like, I was being demoted. I was like, hey, yeah, we want you on stage.
In the dark.
But in silence, okay? So we just want you to be the dancing clown, leading this like tiny little slice of the pie of the Pharaoh Center right here. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take it for the team. I'll lead this 2 people right here, okay? So I've got my placebo guitar and a placebo mic, basically. Maybe I was on sometimes, but now I realize I'm not on. Well, another thing is, I would take it for the team every single time that it would be Let It Rain, okay? James Mark would be like, I know this is gonna destroy my voice. He would look at me and be like, hamburger your voice, bro. And so I'd be like, let it rain, like Metallica worship, okay? And by that, it's like hamburger meat, like whatever. So I'm totally hoarse, I have no voice, okay? So I'm singing this song, Shout, Shout. And what I'm thinking of is like, you know what? I'm leading these people right here. This like 7th grader right here. I'm like, And so like, but I'm singing Shout, Shout, but I'm not singing it because I'm not on. And I'm going like, we're all we want. Like, I'm like, instead of you're all we want, we're all we want. And I don't even know that, But the interesting thing is like, yes, JD kept on putting more and more pedals. Like by the end of the thing, I had like 40 pedals on the ground. But the thing is, I was getting into it, dude. I was like capoing 12 and tap tempoing. Like, but the thing is, I was thinking like, no one's really looking at me. But I had a couple people come after the conference like, you weren't really playing guitar, were you? I was like, dang it. So yeah. So I was going for it. I wasn't thinking of pitch, and when they finally heard it, it was pretty bad.
Yeah. So someone had this idea that we should start the conference with a shofar blast. So a shofar, for those of you guys who don't know, used all throughout the Old Testament as like a declaration that God's people are coming and God's on their side, and that's what was used in the Battle of Jericho. And so they're like, oh, wouldn't it be powerful? We show this great video of all these nations, and we start with someone walking on stage and blowing the shofar, and God will come. And so they're like, hey, JD, you play trumpet. You can play the shofar, right? And I was like, sure. So someone gives me this shofar to practice on. It was this massive like ram's horn thing, and it's nothing like a trumpet. Like the hole that you blow through is like the size of this. And so I'm like trying to figure this thing out, trying to practice. And I get pretty consistent with it, where it's like, okay, cool, I feel pretty confident. Make a sound, make a sound. Now the thing about the shofar, it's either 100% on or it's 0. There's no like middle ground. And so rehearsal, videos playing, lights are all blue, it's powerful, and then no problem, no issues, without a hitch. And so here we are, Friday night, opening of the conference, lots of people there. The atmosphere's great. The video goes off without a hitch. The worship team is on the stage. Fuller is so in the zone. He's like on his knees, like hands like this. And I walk past Fuller to this one mic standing alone on the stage, blue lights, haze, perfect atmosphere. And it's that moment where I'm supposed to just stand up, raise the shofar, and let out this battle cry of victory. And no sound, no nothing, just air.
I don't remember no sound. I remember more of like a flatulent type of sound. More of a And I'm sitting there, and here's the thought that I have. Because I'm just like, I can't open my eyes. Like, I can't. My hand's like, if I open my eyes, because I realize, okay, the camera's on him. I'm on the screen. And I think I'll just like, kind of like glance up. My head is like this big on the screen. It's like everything I do right now is being scrutinized. And he's like, and he lowers it and walks off, and I just have to be like, yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. So there was no laughing because, like, anyway, so you walk off.
There was. I can't believe someone thought that was a good idea in the beginning.
I was not in charge. That was a Robert Herbert move. Oh my
gosh.
Oh, that was all Robert Herbert. I had nothing to do with the
He probably
shofar.
still thinks it was a great idea.
That convention.